I'm Valerie WON LEE, the founder of World Citizen Artist. I've been traveling for about 15 years and I'm an artist myself as well. And when I came back to live in Paris, I grew up in France, and when I came back after 15 years of traveling, living here, the first thing I was looking for was a community where I could meet artists, intellectuals, and people who would exchange about the world and humanitarian issues. However, I could not find this community, so the first thing I did is I went online, I found Paris communities, and then I thought, okay, it's not there, so I started to go to other groups. So all I found was humanitarian groups or artistic groups, but I couldn't find the combination of both together. So I thought, hey, if you can't find the world you want to live in, you have to create it. So the first thing I did was, because I had an online magazine which was promoting my art, and the first thing I did for a test was to ask other artists that I knew. So artists, it could be musicians, photographers, painters, filmmakers, all sorts of art. And I asked them, would you like to be on the VWL, Valerie WON LEE's magazine? And they said, yeah, of course, because they didn't have an online magazine themselves. And I did the first magazine, which was on World War Today, and it was successful. So I did a second magazine, which was for the Christmas period, and I asked everyone to send some work to promote peace, or photography of themselves performing, or photography of their art. And I asked each of them, would you mind if in bracket we put World Citizen? And this magazine had about 30,000 views, so I thought we've got to do something about it. And I started to create a website and a platform on Facebook, which was called World Citizen Artist. And that's how it was born. So I've put an announcement on LinkedIn, and I said, World Citizen Artist is looking for artists with humanitarian agendas to feature. And the response was huge. My LinkedIn started to go all the way up. And we started to feature artists to start with. And within the first 3 months, we've had about 10,000 fans. So I thought, okay, that's not just to feature artists, we can push it further. And I started to discuss a partnership with the Belgravia Gallery, which is based in London. So the Belgravia Gallery features Picasso, Mandela, Andy Warhol, and many other celebrities. And we did a partnership with Playing for Change Foundation, who vouched for us at the launch. And they all agreed, Belgravia Gallery agreed to exhibit the artists and the winners and the finalists of the competition that we launched, which was the first competition that we launched of arts and music. And Playing for Change Foundation accepted to feature the musicians. So we launched our first competition, and at the time we were only me and another volunteer, and the jury members were Belgravia Gallery and Playing for Change Foundation. And we were working night and day because we had over 3,000 applications, which was totally unexpected. And all the works we received was promoting peace. So we were really amazed of the work we had received, from emergent artists to celebrities. The great lines about World Citizen Artist is, first of all, what we promote. So we promote peace, we promote humanitarian issues, we promote human rights, climate change, education and health, all that matters for humanity. But of course, to promote all these humanitarian causes, we needed to have some ethics, because at the beginning we had artists who were coming with self-promotion, we had artists who were coming with a religious or political agenda. So we set up 5 basic rules. The first one is to engage. So anyone who joins our community agrees to engage with the community, agrees to promote the mission and aims of WCA. The second rule is respect, because many times artists don't always respect each other, they're very competitive with each other, and very often when I was going to galleries, for example, I would hear other artists criticizing one artist's work, which we thought, if we're going to promote peace, the first thing to bring peace is to bring respect and to bring honesty as well between them. So we've written this second rule, which was about respect. The third rule is think world. So think world means we don't isolate a specific country, we don't isolate a religion, we don't isolate a specific political party or a gender. We think world to act for the world. The fourth rule is to give. World Citizen Artist has non-commercial purpose. So if artists come in thinking they're going to sell their work through us, they're not at the right place. And the fifth rule is to share. So to share solidarity, to share others' artists' work, to share basically. We have 3 main activities. So the first one is artists can send their voice. Their voice means what they want to tell about a specific humanitarian project and what art or music do they have to promote this. So the selected artists go on our online magazine, which is called Artist Voices. The second activity is to connect charities and artists and artistic influence. So many charities, mainly hyper-local charities who are not very visible for the main public, need help to promote their cause. So for example, this year we've launched a competition of arts and music, and the competition entry fee was $1 minimum per artist. So if an artist can afford a paintbrush or afford a guitar, for example, they certainly can afford to donate $1 minimum. And those who couldn't donate $1 minimum had to promote the One for All competition to make these charities visible, who were our partners. So the 2 charities we chose was GWA Africa, who is taking care of the refugees from the war in Sudan. And what they do is they provide education for these refugees to allow them to go to university and build a better future. The second charity we partnered with is Safe Passage. And Safe Passage, I worked there myself a couple of years ago on the ground, and what they do is they help families who are working in the garbage dump of Guatemala City, which is one of the largest garbage dumps in the world. And these people, they earn something like $1 for half a day of work. So through this competition, the donations were directly given to the charities, GWA Africa and Safe Passage, and we managed to gather enough money to pay for 235 weeks of bus travel to the university for the GWA Africa students and 254 days of work for the families in Safe Passage. The main goals of World Citizen Artist is well, to promote humanitarian issues, but now after 2 years running, it's to produce concrete results in the world. And this competition, the One for All, allowed us for the first time to produce concrete results on the ground and to get these families and refugees to benefit of this activity. And the surprising thing that we had is we had artists who made not $1 donations, but $100 donations, and it was amazing, really amazing. In regards with the Complete for Peace, Not War, this year we will be partnering with the Bob Marley Foundation, the Gandhi Foundation, Fat Freddy's Drop, and many other celebrities. So this is an award which is going to keep growing as well. I think that we are in the century of social media, and this project has mainly started with social media. We're also in the century of because of social media, more and more people feel like they're belonging to the world, not just to one country or one religion or one political party, but they feel like they are world citizens. So we are in the first century in which this world citizens idea, or global citizens idea, some people call it global citizen, is growing. And the borders, we often speak about physical borders, but to pass the physical borders, we have to first pass the psychological borders. We have to stop judging people from X or X country or people from X or X religion. And the thing is, we're world citizen artists, it's like we forget about that. What I believe is what we're doing now is building the next generation. And what is going to be the education of the next generation? Well, when I see kids in the street, what do? They don't read the newspapers, they're not watching the news, they're listening to music, or they're watching to street art, they're looking at street art. So I believe that to educate the next generation, we have to educate them with the tools we have. And the tools are social media, it's art, it's music, and it's important to put through the messages through arts and music. I don't know if what I want is what matters the most. It will be what the community wants. And there has been a few times I thought, you know what, I'm working for free all the time. Maybe I should just, start to go for a paid job and give up all of this. But there's always a sign, someone who is coming up and with a new idea or saying this has to carry on. A few months ago, I lost a dear one, someone very close to me, and I didn't have the strength to carry on. Sometimes life just throws things at you and you think, I don't know if I can carry on. And it's the volunteers who took over the project and said, don't worry, we'll do it, and when you feel better, you come back. And there are signs all along that says this has to happen. And the reason why I believe this is going to grow, this community is going to keep growing, is for the reason I said before. People want education, they want to have fun as well with it. They don't want to be opening every day their newspaper and see attacks, blood, and all the things we hear every day. And World Citizen Artist is in a way a refuge, a place where people can grow positively.